These chemicals, the original chemicals that were used, the Agent Orange chemicals, which were 2,4-D and 2,4,5-T, were all of their production, and all the nation's production of those chemicals was going to Vietnam. Well, then Congress banned the use of them in Vietnam because of the health effects, right? Well, what are they going to do with all this stuff? They built whole factories to make it, and they're not good for anything else. And that's when they got the bright idea, we've got to develop domestic uses for this, and forestry was the big one. Back in 1980, the CDC came in and did, the Centers for Disease Control, federal, and they came in and they did a pilot study of areas in Lincoln, Wayne, and Benton County that had been sprayed aerially with 2,4-D. Unfortunately, they didn't realize or didn't pay any attention to the fact that most of them had previously also been sprayed with 2,4,5-T, but the fact is that they found a 13-fold increase in neural tube birth defects in the areas that were sprayed over the rest of the areas that weren't. And amazingly enough, all the predictions of the timber industry that the trees were all going to die, we were going to lose 22,000 jobs in Lincoln County alone. It was just like the snowball dire predictions, and not a single one of them has come true. They did do some tests, but they would do tests on multiple chemicals with the same animals, so I mean, how can you tell, right? And then they would falsify the results anyway. And so those were called magic pencil studies, because they basically never did the actual studies. And it was on the basis of those fraudulent or non-existent studies that the government, the EPA, approved these chemicals for use in our forests and our roadsides and everywhere else, for that matter. You know, one person had all their horses, lost all their hair and died. And other people, you know, hunters talked about finding deformed fawns in the forest, you know, and deer without eyes. So it was just like one story after another, as well as women who had miscarried. One of their big things is property rights. They have the right to do this on their property, right? Well, I don't think they would agree that you would have the right, if you had neighboring property, to say, do something that killed all their trees. Would they agree with that? The whole registration process is a fraud. And that's a strong word, but it's absolutely true. They're still spraying 2,4-D because, again, the chemical companies lied their teeth off and told EPA 2,4-D didn't have dioxin in it, which is a lie. It does, it did, it always will. Another one is atrazine. Atrazine, which changes the sex of amphibians like frogs. Glyphosate, which is commonly called Roundup. Roundup is glyphosate, which with a raft of horrifying surfactants that are as bad as the glyphosate. Just to be clear, pesticide is the blanket term for everything from fungicide to herbicide to insecticide, or, you know, any side. Homicide, but anyway. Imazapyr, which is another one that's gotten very popular. It kills everything.